It's on. Hello everyone and welcome to this video. This video, as you already have seen, maybe is about me answering some questions that you asked me. I wanted to put all these questions together in one video because especially on my Instagram account I get a lot of questions about everything, like different things. So I thought, okay, maybe it's time for me to make a Q&A video, like questions and answer video. And I wanted to film this outside. We just had such good weather here in Denmark the last few days. But today and from now on, it will rain a lot. So yeah, I found a really calm, quiet spot. I hope it's quiet here out in nature, and this is one of my favorite calm places. I'm under this roof outside. It's like a little, wooden roof thing. I can show you. It's like a, how do I call it? Or what do I call it? It's not a cottage. Not at all, but it's like a place. Okay, I will go outside quickly, here, So yeah, I'm outside to film this, and I am really so happy that I can sit under the roof, because or else I will get totally wet, and I didn't want to make the video inside. But I will answer some of your questions, and I hope that if you ask me a question, that your question will be here. And if not, I'm sorry I didn't take your question with me in this video, but let's see if the question is in this video, okay? I will just answer. Okay, I don't hope it's too loud because we have some really big jet planes flying around here right now, and they're so loud. So I really do hope that you can understand me clearly. The first question I got was how old I am. And this question, I don't like this question because I feel much younger than I really am. But I'm 34 years old, and yeah, I don't know what more to say to that. But maybe I feel that asking me how old I am is triggering me a little, because I feel somehow that I should be somewhere else in my life by now, by the age of 34. And then again I ask myself, where do I need to be? I thought that I would be independent and everything, but saying to myself that I should be somewhere else, life doesn't always go as planned. It never goes as planned. I don't think it ever will. But I hoped and wished that I by now would be independent, but I do everything I can to get there, and it's a really slow process, but it's a process, and small steps every single day, that's important, and eventually I will get there. So I try to think about what I already have achieved instead of thinking what I haven't achieved, because all in all I have achieved more than I have not achieved. I hope you know what I mean. Yeah. But I'm 34 and that's fine. Next question is, why did you make a YouTube channel and what do you hope to achieve with it? I love this question. I created my YouTube channel to provide a heaven for highly sensitive people and introverted people that want to live a more slowly life. I hope with my channel that I can foster a community that celebrates being highly sensitive or being an introvert or just to live life more slowly. My goal with my channel is to build a supportive space where we can embrace our true selves and to find joy in simplicity and quiet moments. Because for us highly sensitive people, this is really important to like have all the calmness around us and within us, you know, and I just really hope that I can inspire people, highly sensitive, introverted or not. Learn to love yourself as you are already. And a question that is a little funny is, why do I have long hair? And isn't it hard to have like this long hair? I think my hair is not this long. Okay, it's long, but it's not like really heavy. The longest hair I've ever had was like down to my belly button. And yes, even though that I have mostly thin hair, it began to weigh more when I washed the hair. It was like, oh, it was a little more heavy. It's not really this heavy right now. And the reason why I have long hair, again, I had it like really short as well. Okay, the jet plane F-16, I think, is coming now. You can hear it. It's loud. I always get goosebumps when I hear this sound, because I always feel like, oh, it sounds like war. But at the same time, it's also really cool, the sound, but also not. It scares me sometimes. It's just so loud. I chose to have long hair because I curl it more. You know, I curl it more and it gives me more volume. I know that shorter hair as well could give me even more volume. But I really want to see how it is when I have it really long and with curly hair. I didn't curl it so much back then when I had like the really long hair. It was more like straight, my hair. So yeah, I just want to try to have really, really long and to curl it much more. Besides that, I really love the slow motion videos of my hair. Like, if you have seen my videos, sometimes I do something with the hair, like doing like this or something in the slow motion, and I really love that. I feel for myself that I'm more feminine with longer hair, and it's important to me that I feel well with my hair and comfortable. Yeah. Where do I live? I wish I could say out in nature. Yeah, we all live out in nature somehow, because yeah, I live in South Denmark. I live in a little house. It's not my own house. They're like a house right next to mine. It's all in one building, but it's like I'm on the one side and the other person is on the other side. I really wish to be able to own my own house one day, and I really wish that I could have a house in nature, like in the forest somewhere, or by the field, or by a lake, you know. It's a really big dream for me to like have a quiet spot, like my own private place where no one else is allowed to walk, like unless it's my family and friends, you know. That it's a private, because I'm a person that I really need my privacy, and I love to be alone. Not to be lonely, but I really do love like this silence around me, and I don't need all the cars all the time on the road next to my house and stuff like that. I just really need the simple, slow life. My biggest dream, honestly, is to have a house, in nature, as I said, and I wish that I could have like small chickens and bunnies and a beautiful garden, and just the normal simple things, like be independent, grow my own vegetables, fruits, and bake at home. I already do that somehow, bake at home and make a lot of food at home, but I just really want simple life. And it's really crazy to think about that this was actually something people had back then, many years ago. People lived like that. And this is not the case anymore. We are in a different generation. We are much more like, have much more like technology. If it wasn't for technology, I could not make the YouTube videos. So, but I know that you get my point. Yeah, I really just wish to have a house in nature and with a little, how do I say, is it called a dock out on the lake or something? Little bridge, or what it's called, that I can go out every morning, watch the sunrise with a good cup of tea, blankets around me, you know, simple life without anyone else there. Just feel the calmness, quietness. That would be the exact right thing for me as a highly sensitive person, for sure. Then I got asked, what exercises do you do to keep your body healthy and in shape? I'm actually a little ashamed by saying that, but I don't work out anymore, not much. And I should go for a run more often or work out even more, because it's the most healthy thing for your body without like overdoing it. I think the reason why I don't do it so much is because my mind is filled with work. And when it's not filled with work, it's about like my mind about taking care of my son and prepare a lot of things in my daily life. And yeah, to keep things going, I need to take more time to move my body and exercising. And it's a little like weird, because when I was younger and did go to school, sport was my favorite subject in school. I was really good at sport. I have done so much sport in my life. I did go to soccer, handball, and swimming, riding, rowing. Is it called rowing? Like when you out on the lake or on the water with this rowing. And did I go to? I dance. Sometimes actually I do exercise a little. Sometimes I put on some music in my headphones, take them in my ears, and then I just dance. I love to dance. When it's the right kind of music, you know. And yeah, that I do sometimes. But the most exercise I get is to go outside in nature and walk. And especially when I have my backpack with all my camera equipment. Yeah, so yeah, this is also exercise, but I should exercise more. But at home, I used to exercise with like doing squats and my abs, do something for my abs. And yeah, maybe I should do that again. I definitely need to exercise more. A question I also got a lot is how tall I am. I think many people think that I'm really tiny compared to other girls. Maybe I am. I think here in Denmark, my height is normal. I'm 165 centimeters. I don't know how much that is in inches, but you can like go on Google and type it in. Then you can maybe see it in inches. What is my favorite food? I love food. I think we all love food. Food makes me happy. You cannot see that on my body that I eat a lot of food. But sushi is my favorite thing to eat. Sushi, I can't get enough of it. Especially with the chili mayo on the top. It's just... Oh. And it's just really delicious. Especially when it's like crispy inside. Whew, that is so good. And if you love sushi too, you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. This is just delicious. And also, I'm the pasta girl. For sure. I love pasta. I can eat pasta every single day. Sushi is my favorite, and pasta as well. Yeah. You were also asking me what my favorite color is. Normally I would say it's purple, actually. I love purple. Also green is one of my favorite color because right now it's all green outside, and green is just, for me, it's just a really calm and peaceful color. The next question is, do you have a lot of friends? Nope. I don't have a lot of friends. That is actually on purpose. I don't have a lot of friends because I choose not to have a lot of friends. I choose my friends really, really wisely. If I feel there is not this friend connection, then they are not going to be in my life. I'm a introverted person mostly. I can talk with people. I can seem really extroverted when it's the right kind of people I am talking to. When I feel comfortable, then I am more an extrovert. But else, I'm a really big introvert. I love to be alone. I am not so good to reaching out to my friends and make an appointment. And I really feel bad about this often, honestly. But again, I'm as I am. And for me, it's most important to keep the people, like my friends that I love, close to me. If I really want a person in my life, a friend in my life, I will do what it takes to keep that friendship. So I will do something to keep this friend in my life. But no, I don't have a lot of friends. And as I said, it's on purpose. I can't handle like when I have so many people in my life. I'm perfectly fine with the people I have in my life, and I'm so grateful to have them. I don't hope that this sounds too selfish or something. I talk to people, I'm kind to them, but it doesn't mean that I need to be best friends with them. What did you want to be when you were smaller? When I was a teenager, I wanted so badly to be a music video dancer. I can't count how many times I was in my room just dance. I wished so much that I could be a part of, like, back then it was Sean Paul's music videos, Missy Elliott, Rihanna's music videos, all the ones that were like giving such a good beat, and Beyonce's as well. Like, whoa, did you hear that? I think it was like such a big bee. Oh my gosh, this is so big, this one. Okay, I need to see if I can show you this. I need to film this with my phone. I don't know if you can see it. Like this one. I never saw any of these before. Now I understand what people are talking about when they say like, they saw one of the big ones. Wow. Okay, back to the questions. Ugh. Yeah, I really wanted to dance all the time. It just came to me every single time I did hear just a beat. I rarely listen to music. I feel it's too loud. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Something happened with my nervous system somehow. I just need to take things slowly and calm. I can listen to music, loud music, but it doesn't happen often. Now I just have the wish to be independent, and most of all, I just want to be able to inspire you to love yourself as you are. And for me, that is enough, because it makes me happy to make other people happy and to make people understand that they are good enough as they are. And for me right now, besides being a mom, I can't think about a job that would be more perfect than this job I'm trying to create now. Because I've been in so many situations where I felt I'm not good enough. Who am I? I wish that someone would have been there for me the way I needed when I was younger. So I think my point is to reach out to people that really needs the comfort, to feel that they are okay, and it's okay to set boundaries. If you are highly sensitive, an introvert or not, it's really important to learn to set boundaries and to give yourself the self-respect that you actually deserve, or else you will feel like you are people-pleasing everyone else and you lose yourself through that. So it's really important to be more aware of things and how you feel and what do you want to say yes to, what do you want to say no to. And Yeah, I think I want to make a combination of that with the highly sensitive life, slow life, introversion and stuff like that, yeah. I'm okay with not being a music video dancer, even though that would have been so cool when I was younger. Not now. I'm too old for that. What zodiac sign am I? I'm a Scorpio. So be really careful. I just really do feel like a Scorpio. I can get like... I can have maybe you don't see that on me, but believe it or not, I can really have a bad temper depending on how I feel. If I feel unfairly treated or something like that, I can, like, my temper can be really, really extreme. Not extreme, but I can get really easily mad and frustrated, and that fits well with the Scorpio. So yeah, favorite movies and TV series. That's Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. Like, I just love the magic world, and it's a completely different world than we live in, and I just love everything about Harry Potter. And recently, maybe you have heard of this movie. It's called Where the Crawdads Sing. It's a sad movie, but also like really a beautiful and dramatic movie. And TV series, it's Friends. Favorite number one. Friends always makes me in a good mood. And yeah, almost everyone in this world knows Friends. Of course it's Friends. It's called Friends because they feel like friends that I've never seen before, but they are there anyway. And then I really love the TV series Outlander. It's such a beautiful series. It's just wonderful, this series. And it's in the Highlands. Is it Scotland? It's just a completely different world. It seems so real, and everything is just one of my favorite series as well. The last one I also really loved to watch is Vikings. This is a Scandinavian series, and maybe you have watched it or you know what series I talk about. I think, of course, I need to like this series. It's like about Vikings. It's Scandinavia. I live here in Scandinavia, and it's a really, like, everyone is acting so well, and it's just something else. It's like so insane to think about, because I'm actually sitting here on the lands from the Vikings. Here were Vikings back then, many, many, many years ago. Actually, where I sit now, everything in Denmark has been like owned by Vikings, I guess. And even our king is in family with the Vikings from back then. If you know Harold Bluetooth, he was a Viking, and it's insane to think about that. Our king is related to him. Denmark has the longest family tree when it comes to kings and queens, and it goes this long back to the Viking age. Yeah, this is insane. This is insane. Sometimes I get like blown away by that. It's really interesting to think about that. We are on the land where the Vikings were, and I love this kind of history. So yeah, Vikings as well. I love to watch that series. A totally different thing is what countries I have visited. Okay, so I have visited Spain 3 times, Germany, that's right next to me. I have been to Sweden when I was 4 years old. I have been in Austria 2 times now, Belgium, in Brussels back then. How do I say? I did drive in the Netherlands, so I have basically been there. I've been to Italy, of course. Of course, I have been to Italy, and that leads me to the next question. Am I single? No, I'm not single. I have a really, really sweet boyfriend. He's Italian, and he lives in Italy. So I will soon go to visit him in Italy, and I can't wait. Which countries would I like to visit? I would like to visit Scotland, Ireland, Greece. I actually wanted to visit Russia. Also maybe go to Istanbul, I don't know. But I have so much I want to see. But the most important for me is actually to go to Scotland and Ireland, because I just need to go to the Highlands over there. And there's like so much history over there, I think. Okay, next question is all of your hair your own? This is such a sweet question. Yes. All of my hair is my own. I'm not wearing any extensions or anything. I don't have like a different kind of hair color in my hair. This is all my hair. I was born this way. So yeah, it's all my own actually. And it's not this red anymore, but every time I'm at the hairdresser, even though that I have been there many times, I always get asked, is this your real hair color? And this is so fun because yes, I've had, okay, hold on. I've had, in my younger years, I had blonde hair. I was so tired of my red hair back then. Then I colored my hair totally blonde. I also had it like really black. And I looked so pale. I don't ever think that I will color my hair again because I'm actually satisfied with the color I have now. And I think it was a good thing for me to color my hair back then because through this way I learned to embrace my own hair color. And suddenly the red hair and freckles got so out of control, especially on Instagram with the freckles and the red hair. And suddenly it was like, I found it like really, really wonderful and good that to post about the red hair and the freckles. Maybe they're not, my freckles are maybe not this visible right now, but it comes more and more. They will be more like visible when the sun has been out and when I had some sun in my face. But I really like the idea that to show the freckles and the red hair especially on my Instagram, because I think we are so many like gingers, redheaded people with maybe also not redheaded, but us people with freckles were like teased when we were younger, like strawberry helmet, we were like called and everything. We were called like really not nice things back then just because we had red hair or freckles, and then I just felt that all us gingers or all us people with freckles, we just got together somehow, created a kind of, I don't know if I can say it a community, but we all just not spammed Instagram, but we just posted. I posted a lot of my freckles. I actually deleted some of them again, but it was insane. People were like, freckles, and people are even making freckles with makeup now, because this is so in. It's a trend, and it has been a trend for a long time now. I'm just really happy that I have my own freckles and that I've learned to embrace my freckles and my red hair. I just wish that it would be really, really more red now, and not only in the sun almost, but I think it disappears when I get older. I don't know. Maybe then I can color my hair more like my natural hair color. But I don't know. I will just try to live with that, and I'm happy with that. I get a question if I'm happy. Honestly, I have so many reasons to be happy. I do. I have so many things to be grateful for. I have like people in my life that really makes me happy and they make me feel loved, and I think that's the most important thing. So there I'm really happy. But for me to answer this question, I will be honest, what doesn't make me happy is that I struggle a lot with mental health issues. I struggle with emotional dysregulation. I have a lot of OCD. I have the tendency to anxiety, and being highly sensitive is not a mental health issue. It's a personality trait, yes, but it can be hard to live with, and I'm a big empath. I can feel all other person's feelings, like their moods, everything, and it goes straight into my heart, my soul, my mind. So I carry the bad energy people have in them, I carry the good energy, and it's really not easy to create this kind of balance. I feel like that I take all the energy from other people in, It's really not easy to handle this because I get really exhausted easily. So it's just one moment I can be extremely happy and I could jump from happiness over the tiniest things. The next minute I can be like extremely depressed and I can be negative and everything. And it's so hard to get up from the negative or depressing thoughts and feelings. It can be really, really tough to get up from there again to pull myself up all the time. And there is like so much more things that doesn't make me happy, but I'm also just aware enough to know that I need to get the best out of it. I try to focus on what I have of good things in my life and what makes me happy. I had a dream of how my life would be, but as in the Friends series, as I talked about, they sing about that life is never ever going to be as you planned, because you never know how your life will be. You can have a dream and you can set goals and you can do whatever you can to make things happen as you want it to be, your life, how you want it to be. But you can never know what will come. Maybe there is like a big change, maybe there is like persons that you lose in your life. There will be like a lot of things where you haven't seen this coming and you just never know. I think it's most important to get the best out of what you can do to feel happy. You don't have to feel happy every single day, but it's really important to not get stuck in the bad all the time. This is also some of the topics I make videos about on my YouTube channel, about we are not stuck in the bad, you know. Yeah, some things I wish would have gone differently, but I think that everything happens for a reason. I have to trust the process in what I am doing, and I have to trust the process in everything that is happening, because I really do feel that things happen for a reason. I'm more thinking about what can I do with that now and where can this lead me. In the end, I think we will always figure it out, and if not, we need to ask people for help, which is like showing a lot of strength and courage, you know. All of us feels this way, that there could always be something where we could be more happy and stuff like that. So, but it's okay not to be happy all the time. But it's, as I said, it's important to not get stuck in the depressive thoughts. But this can be difficult when you have emotional dysregulation that like forces you to be in a depressed mood all the time. It's really just not fun, and it's taking all my energy. I really do my best. I also hope that this can show you some inspiration, because I really try my best to get this YouTube channel going, and that you can see that even though that you struggle with a lot of things, no matter what it is, that there is always someone here to listen to you, that you are really not alone. Maybe you feel alone in many things, and I know how it feels to be alone in things, and for that reason as well I did make the channel, because to have a kind of support no matter what you're going through is like a lot of help without you maybe knowing it. To know that you are not alone is just a really great comfort, I think. Yeah. Then the next question is, what is your job? And this leads me to my YouTube channel again, because when people ask me what my job is, I normally feel ashamed. And I know this is hard said, but right now my job is to make my YouTube videos. I don't earn money on making the YouTube videos yet, but this is my dream right now, to be independent. The reason why I don't have a job normally besides making videos is because of my mental health issues, and I don't want to go into deepness with that, but it's simply because I don't fit in. But now I focus a lot on my YouTube channel because I really want this to succeed. The rest will come, I hope. But this is all the difficulty, because I need to be consistent in making the videos, which I really love. But it's a lot of work all the time. It's like not only filming, it's like editing. I learned myself to edit the videos in my Final Cut Pro program I have on my MacBook, and I learned everything myself. I had to learn everything. I had to take a drone certificate. I had to learn to film with my camera. I had to learn, like, as I said, editing, and how does YouTube work, and how does my video get seen, and everything, you know. And this is such a huge, long process. And I just have to believe that with all the work I put in, that I will get there. And for me, it's most important to help the right kind of people. You know, like to create a community where it's a safe space to feel like you can tell how you feel, or how do you feel about being highly sensitive, or something else, you know. This is the most important thing for me. So this is really my passion, because I feel that I am my YouTube channel, because everything I talk about is me. It all comes from my soul and mind. This is all things I experienced myself, and when we tell about something we experienced ourselves, we can really get it all out, because we have been there in a lot of different kinds of situations. I just don't want people to feel alone. For that reason, I focus on that to be my job. And this will also be best for me, because I'm better in working alone. I will not say that I will not work with someone later in some years maybe. For now, it's the right choice for me to keep going with videos. It's the right thing for me to follow my dream and my passion about inspiring you all. I really do just have such a big wish for that to come true. Small steps, you know, like if I just stop, then I will never ever figure out what could come out of this channel. And I'm just too curious, and I'm so passionate about this that no, I'm not going to stop here. Then all the hard work I put into all the videos and everything, it would be a waste. And I'm not done with this. I hope this will be my future job. And for that reason, I do what I can with my mental health issues to keep this going, because it's really not easy, but it also makes me happy. See, this is something that makes me happy when I'm out filming, and I know that I'm smiling now when I talk about this, because it's something that I really am passionate about. And this is how you actually should feel about your job. You should, like, even though I don't earn anything about it, the one thing I earn is somehow, how can I say, that you can relate to it. This is what I gain from my videos right now, that I can get you to relate to that and to listen to how are you feeling. And this is something that gives me something really good. I'm happy for that. The last question I want to answer is if I have any idols. I would more call it someone who inspires me. And maybe you probably know her from YouTube as well. But I really get so inspired by this wonderful woman. She's called Jonna Jinton, and you probably know her already. She's a Swedish artist and filmmaker, and I have been following her for some years now, actually. And this girl is just, without a doubt, an angel sent from heaven. Like, I don't know her in person. From what I have seen, she's like such a calm soul, and she reminds in some ways of myself. I can see myself in her in some ways, but also not, because of course we are different. She actually inspired me to take the step to get out of my comfort zone and to start my YouTube channel. We are not talking about the same things, she and me. We both have like content about nature as well. We film a lot in nature, but she does it in a different way. But she really did inspire me to, how do I say? She made me somehow believe that I could start my own YouTube channel, because the way she inspired me, like, from what I can remember, is that she also started from almost nothing, and then she grew and grew and grew, and people were following her. I think mostly because of the beautiful nature she was surrounded by, but also because she has the most sweet soul ever. And that is something I really, really admire her for, that she has this really beautiful, calm angel soul, you know, and she's so connected to, I will just say, Mother Earth. And I feel somehow the same way, but she's maybe in a different way, and I'm in a different way too. As I said, we are two different kinds of people. But she inspires me because she did also start from almost nothing, and she took the step to grow as a person. She made herself independent in many ways, and for that reason I admire her so much, because I know that many people did this, like got independent, but her way was just a really, really beautiful way. She's my inspiration, and I really wish that I one day could like thank her in person, even though that would maybe be a little creepy. I don't know, but I myself am an introvert, but I think with a person like her, maybe I would be more extroverted. But I would also maybe feel, if one of you wanted to meet me in person, I would feel like, you know, because it's like scary. I'm not good with meeting new people at all, and It should be really something where I felt, wow, we just click. I just know we click, you know. And then I would say yes to like say, okay, we can meet. But still, it's just many people want to meet celebrities, and that's fine. I get it. Like I also want to meet Taylor Swift or Beyonce or one of them, you know, like the famous people. But for me, it's just I rather want to meet her and say personally thank you, because this means much more to me, because she like gave me inspiration to take the big steps I had to overcome to be here where I am. And for me, that is personally something that means something to me, and that means even more that I can say thank you to her. So yeah, she's my biggest inspiration. But yeah, most of all, I think it's important not only for myself but also for you to remember to think about if you can be inspired by yourself. Because when I think about all the things I had to do to be able to make the videos and to be where I am today, I can also get inspired by myself. And I think this is something we really often do forget, to get inspired by ourselves, because I'm the one that made myself come to this point where I am, because I did work for it, and I did like take a lot of time to make the videos. I did take a lot of time to grow as much as possible, and I'm still growing, and I don't even know if people like the content that I'm sharing, and I feel like, oh, this is so bad, and what if people don't like it, and you know, and it's just normal thoughts, you know. I don't know if things will change. Like, I will also evolve and get inspired by other things or by other people and see, okay, wow, or listen to my audience or my community. What do they need, you know, to also get inspired by yourself if you really feel that you are like working hard on something. Because it's the exact thing that you need to like remember yourself. You need to remember how far did you come, what have you all accomplished, how much have you worked for this and that. And it's really important that you remember yourself, that you are an inspiration. This was all the questions and answers I had for you in this Q&A, and I really do hope that you can use it. I don't know for what, but you were so many people that asked me a lot of things. So as I said in the beginning, I thought that I wanted to make a Q&A, and yeah, so I really do hope that you feel that you got an answer to your question, if the question was in this video. I think I want to go home now and make a good cup of hot chocolate. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye bye.